What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So we have a TikToker here who went online in an attempt to shame her father. That's what this looks like. And things kind of backfired on her, and now she's viral. This is somebody who's already pretty popular. Now her account's on private, and she's trying to avoid coffee. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
What's a piece of trauma that you have that's funny? It has to actually be funny. I'll go first. My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us and then pursued amateur breakdancing. And he got really good. He blew up. He became a D-list celebrity status, viral breakdancer. He became the oldest actively competing breakdancer in the world. Then he got on Good Morning America and talk shows, and Washington Post wrote about him, and he went super viral, and he did all these interviews, and he danced with Paula Abdul. And here, I'll show you.
Take a look at this 60-year-old breakdancer. Yes, 60 years old. Amazing.
That's impressive. 60 years old. How many guys in their 30s cannot do that?
That's Ben Hart. He's competing at a breakdancing competition in Philadelphia, and he may not have won, but I tell you what, he is winning over a lot of people on the internet. Yes. He really is.
Yep, he's winning over a lot of people on the internet.
This guy wouldn't pay my medical bills.
So there starts the trashing. She's talking about this guy wouldn't pay my medical bills.
The worst part, damn it, he's good. He should not be able to move his body like that. It's impossible. It's beautiful. Hey, Dad. There was no split custody or anything. He just left 4 kids to do that. He may not have paid for some of my medical bills growing up, but he did give me this breakdancing merchandise. So that's him. He's on his head. Benihana is his b-boy name because his name is Ben Hart. I'll get texts like this.
Says, hi, Maddie. I lost track of the date. Happy birthday. I hope you are doing well. Love, Dad.
Happy birthday, ? And then links to his breakdancing videos. So if you have funny trauma, actual funny haha trauma, I need to hear it. Thank you.
All right. So what happened was interesting because, of course, she's a pretty big content creator on TikTok. But people started stitching her video, and the video made it to her actual father. And the whole thing took a whole nother direction when he responded. Let's go ahead and check that out.
Okay, I wake up at 6 a.m. to do some work. I get my coffee. I sit down. I open my computer.
Good man.
And what am I greeted with? Well, hundreds of comments calling me a deadbeat dad, a child abandoner, and all manner of other insults. So I think, what's this all about? Well, after a few minutes of investigation, I discover that my daughter, Maddie, has made a video about me. She's a screenwriter in Hollywood. She's also a big social media influencer with millions of followers. Some of her videos get millions of views. And this video has tens of millions of views. 1 million likes, 20,000 comments, 40,000 bookmarks, 30,000 reposts. It's just insane. So I thought I'd better watch this video. And frankly, I was pretty chagrined by what I heard, to say the least. But honestly, the more I watch this video, the more I like it. Well, I like about 98% of it. However, I do need to correct a few statements in the video. But first, let's just watch Maddie's 90-second video, and then I'll give you my comments.
All right, so we already saw all that. Let's get into his response to her video.
Okay, in many ways, I love this video. And of course, I love my daughter, Maddie. And we get along great. At least I think we do. But a few corrections are in order, or at least a few things that need to be put in context. First, I can see that as a 5-year-old, Maddie would see her dad as having abandoned the family. One day I was living there, the next day I wasn't. And that will look like abandonment to a child. But married couples do get divorced about half the time in America. And I was just living a mile or so down the street in LaGrange, Illinois. We just weren't living under the same roof. Now, about not paying medical bills, that's just not correct. Here was the financial arrangement of the divorce. Maddie's mom, my ex-wife, got $2 million at the get-go.
Now, why was that left out of the story? $2 million? Do we need any proof that it will never be enough?
Out of the gate, a lump sum payment. Plus, I was paying her $18,000 per month in child support and alimony. This was later reduced to $12,000 per month. And of course, I paid health insurance and out-of-pocket medical costs. I also put $600,000 into the kids' college fund. In all, I paid out about $5 million to my ex-wife to cover costs for her and the kids.
Wow.
And this is in 2005 dollars. So add 50% to account for inflation. In other words, I was not a deadbeat dad at all. And by the way, Maddie did not say that in her video, but a lot of the comments assume that and say that. Now, of course, there was no way for Maddie to know how much I was paying because she was a kid. This wasn't something I talked about. Also, remember that I was living 1 mile down the road from the kids in LaGrange, Illinois. Sidewalks all the way. An easy walk or bike ride. I saw the kids all the time. No abandonment, just a divorce. Was I at fault in the divorce? Yeah, I would say I was about 70% at fault. I own that. Maddie's mom and I were really not compatible in many ways. We were compatible in some ways, but not in other ways. Do I regret marrying Maddie's mom? No, absolutely not.
Quick side note, I see the Bitcoin shirt right there that I just noticed. So I'm guessing like a Bitcoin millionaire or something like that. And sounds like a lot of accountability coming from this guy, man.
If I had not married Maddie's mom, Maddie and her 3 siblings would not have been born. They would not have existed. The kids have turned out great. Maddie graduated from Northwestern University and is a screenwriter in Hollywood. Maddie's older sister, Tori, is a partner at a hedge fund on Wall Street, and she's getting rich. Maddie's younger sister, Olivia, just graduated from college and is teaching English to first graders in Thailand. Her older brother, Peter, is getting a master's degree in psychology. I get along great with all my kids, including Maddie. At least I think I do.
He's like, Maddie, if there's something you need to tell me, please let me know. What the F is going on? She just came over. These kids today, man, are disrespectful. Trashing your own father publicly for clicks and likes. But then the other thing I'm thinking about too is you never know how young people interpret things. But let's be specific. You never know how young people are told stories by their bitter mothers. Let's keep listening.
So the kids are doing just fine despite Dad's many shortcomings. One other slight correction, which I hesitate to even bring up because I love the way Maddie did this in her video. I did not abandon the family for breakdancing. I have a career. I'm in the advertising business, built an ad agency. That's how I was able to afford to pay Maddie's mom $5 million.
Okay, ad agency, gotcha.
Maddie's mom and I separated in 2004 and divorced in 2005. I took up breakdancing entirely by accident in 2012 as a way to get in shape at the age of 54. I then just kept doing it. I'm now age 66.
Wow.
Now, some of you might be wondering, can he still breakdance at age 66? Well, I don't know. Let's see. I'll give it a try. Okay, Maddie, let's see how the old man does.
I'm a bit concerned about him at 66, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, shit. I hope I don't get a copyright for this song. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Let's keep watching. I'm not going to sit here and act like I can do any of this. And I mean like the break dancing, right? Give me 3 months. This is incredible. At 66, this is incredible. Touche.
The main point is that it's never too late to start breakdancing.
Wow.
I started when I was age 54. I'm now age 66. So there's really no excuse for anyone not to be breakdancing. So the bottom line is this. At first, I really did not like Maddie's video at all. But I was biased by all the negative comments that I was greeted with at 6 a.m. in the morning in my social media feed. But the more I watch the video, the more I like it. And her video certainly is true from her perspective, even though a few details are off, no doubt because of what she heard from her mom. And I do think it's a great storyline that a 54-year-old dude left his family to pursue breakdancing, even if not quite true, factually. But perhaps it speaks to a bigger truth, a truth that is really truer than the actual facts of the matter. This could be a very funny movie plot. So maybe Maddie will make this movie about her 66-year-old breakdancing dad. Also, as I scroll through the 12,000 comments on Maddie's video, I really like most of them. Some are hilarious. Here are a few I'll read at random. This one is from someone named Ro, and she says, "My mom abandoned me as a kid to join a Renaissance fair across the country." This is from Maria. "I didn't know my dad was bald until my mom knocked his toupee off in a fight when I was 10.
What?
My mom didn't know he was bald then until that moment." This is from Diane. "In foster care mandated therapy, the therapist told me I had abandonment issues and then stopped showing up to the sessions. I never saw her again." This one's from Bravo. "My mom
This guy has got a good sense of humor.
died the week of Mother's Day, and my father died on Father's Day weekend. It's honestly so typical of both of them." This is from Clover. "My dad tried to kidnap me and ran out of gas while following us." This one from Chriselle. "I had to be my mom's boss at Dairy Queen when I was 17 and had to fire her for smoking while working the drive-thru."
Damn.
Becca says, "When my grandma passed away, my grandpa moved into a senior's home, met another woman, and brought her as a date to the funeral." Here's someone who says, "A video
So these 3 or 4s are trifling, brother. Did you guys hear that one?
of my dad was featured in an episode of World's Dumbest Criminals." I love you, Maddie. You are very creative and talented. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Dope. Yo, those were hilarious. Your dad featured in the World's Dumbest Criminals has to be the funniest thing. Let's check out some of these comments, man. Just a few. First comment here says, "I believe the dad. What a spoiled brat. She subliminally loves her dad. Otherwise, why would she be wearing his t-shirt?" A few hours later, dad responds. Maddie gets drunk and responds pretty lamely, trying... Oh man, why'd that cut out? Cut out. But her account's private now. She probably regrets not thinking about how this would affect her dad. Here's another comment that says, "That was the best 5M that guy ever spent. Got to drop all the dead weight, get a hot wife, and break dances way to happiness." Here's another comment that says, "I knew there was a whole other side already. Always give the other person a chance to talk and give context, explain when it comes to women." Another person here says, 5 million plus, sure, a deadbeat, LOL. And what I couldn't stand were all the comments that were saying things like, "Money's not time." Yeah, go and try to raise a family with no money and mostly time, but not enough money, and see if they don't start complaining about money. A lot of children out here, including myself at one point, just don't give fathers a break for what they were able to do and the good that they actually did. You know, we're quick to look at mothers and be like, well, she tried her best, you know, she didn't have the best role models, etc. When it comes to fathers, we're really harsh. And you don't want to be thinking about how you wish you showed your father more love when he's no longer there. You know, you want to do that stuff when someone's in your life. Listen, as always, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.